Hello and welcome to another video by Johnny IELTS. So in this video, I will continue with one student. This is a one-on-one class. Mr. Hoàn is studying now, and so he's doing his regular speaking practice. Okay, so let's do our speaking practice. So I added a few topics. I added a few new topics in here already, but you will see it later, okay? Now, let's do topic number 7, farm and farming. Do you know about farming? Like how people in the farm live, how people in the farm feed their cattle, you know, their poultry and cattle. So we have the word poultry. Poultry, it means gia cầm. So it means birds and chickens. Birds and chickens. We have the word cattle. Cattle, gia súc. So it basically includes all the other ones like sheep, pigs, cows, and other kind of big animals, you know, buffaloes or even. All right. So do you know about farming? How people grow vegetables, how people grow rice, how people grow wheat. You know, wheat, trồng lúa mì. How people grow rice, how people make food, how people grow or raise, how people raise cattle or poultry. All right, let's just do farm and farmings. So have you visited a farm before, Mr. Hoàn?
I think I have never visited farm before. So, but I think in the farm people have to make some necessary things that
Necessary, I'm down, yeah. Necessary things.
Necessary things. Necessary.
Nhưng không đầu nha.
Necessary.
Okay, so make some necessary things such as what? Yeah, such as what? Think about how they live. Think about how when they wake up, what do they do? And do they like that life? Something like that? Try to expand it. Ráng mở rộng ra. Come on. Try to expand it somehow.
Maybe fabric or
what?
Fabric, vải này.
Or what?
Fabric.
Fabric. Well, to deal with fabric, I don't, well, not so sure exactly, but fabric, I don't think farmers deal with fabric that much. If you talk about the textile industry, that belong to, you know, factories, you know, ngành công nghiệp, dệt may. Well, sometimes they deal with fabrics, yes, they do, sometimes, but not all the time. All right, so do you know how the people in the farm live?
I don't really know more about it, but I think they live based on their products to earn money.
Based on what?
Pay their produce to earn money.
So they sell their produce. They sell their produce. Cái từ này là danh từ produce nha, sản vật nông nghiệp.
Yeah.
Produce, they sell their produce for money to make a living. Sản vật nông nghiệp, danh từ produce. So we have the word produce. Produce. Sản vật nông nghiệp. So basically produce includes what? It includes rice, wheat, vegetables, meat, eggs, milk, everything that is made from the farm is called a produce. Bất kỳ cái gì mà được tạo từ cái farm á, nó đều là gọi là produce, sản vật nông nghiệp hết. Okay, so what can people do on a farm, or what can you do on a farm? Con người ta có thể làm được cái gì ở nông trại này?
I think I can raise cattle and poultry.
Raise cattle.
Raise cattle.
Raise và rise khác nhau nha. This is to rise, and this is to raise. To raise cattle. To raise cattle. So if you don't know, you can just check it out, you know. Raise. To raise cattle. Be careful. Okay, so let's try that question again. So what can people do on a farm?
They can raise cattle and poultry and another herbivore and gather eggs and meat.
Yes, go on.
Wheat and corn, like that. Yeah.
Wheat and corn. Wheat, chữ W, chữ WH này nó đọc mạnh hơn nha. So, wheat. Wheat, bột mì, lúa mì. And corn, or we call them maize. What else then? So, okay, so are all the farmers grow the same produce, or they grow different ones? What do you think? Do they grow the same produce? Everyone do the same, or do they grow different kind of produce? Nhớ là chữ produce là không đếm được nha. We don't say produces, you know, just produce. So if you want to check it out, you can see here. Look for the noun of this word. Look for the noun form here. It's produce and it's uncountable. Không đếm được nè. So kind of produce. What kind of produce?
I think they raise many kinds of produce.
We raise animals, but we grow vegetables. You know, you have to use the right word. Phải dùng đúng từ nha. Động vật thì là raise, còn các loại rau củ quả khác thì là grow. Okay, try again.
They grow many kinds of vegetable. A variant of each produce.
Yes.
Like you have soybean or
yes,
chili pepper,
bell peppers.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you know how the people on the farm grow their produce? Do they use fertilizer?
Yeah.
Do they use fertilizer? Do they use pesticide? Do they use pesticides? Thuốc trừ sâu. Pest, you know, the word pest is the thing that you don't want. Insects that you don't want, or they are harmful. những con sâu bệnh phá hoại mùa màng, những con mà có hại. They are pest. So side means to kill. Giết chết nữa. Side means to kill. Pesticide is a thing that kill pest, or the chemicals that kill pest. So do you know how the people in the farm grow their produce? Is it safe to eat the produce from the farms if they grow it that way? What do you think? Có an toàn không? Ăn mấy đứa có an toàn không? Có ổn.
In the farms, they maybe use pesticide,
Pesticide.
fertilizer to grow their.
Đọc cẩn thận. Pesticide. ST. Read carefully. Pesticides. They use pesticides. Đọc cẩn thận, đọc kỹ ra. Try to pronounce correctly. So in the farm,
they use pesticide and fertilizer to grow their vegetable. But in some case, they use hydroponics to.
Hydroponic.
Yeah. I think that's the.
They use hydroponic methods to grow the produce.
Grow the produce, and that also helpful with people's health.
That's also helpful for people's health. True. Okay. Okay. So, are there any farms in your hometown?
I don't know. I don't really know.
Well, if you say you don't know, it's actually an answer too. But you have to say it in a right way. Let's just say that I live in a city, so I am not aware. Let's just say that I live in the city, so I am not aware of any farms in my own hometown. However, if I have a chance, I would like to discover one myself. Chẳng hạn. That is a way to go around. Đó, cách đi vòng vòng xung quanh. To beat around the bush, you know.
Yeah.
To beat around the bush, đi vòng vòng xung quanh, chứ không đi thẳng vấn đề. So if you say no, it's also an answer too. Nói không thì cũng là một câu trả lời mà. Tôi sống ở thành thị cho nên tôi không có biết được. I'm not aware. Tôi không có thức tỉnh, tôi không có ý thức được về bất kỳ cái nông trại nào ở trong thị trấn của nhà của riêng tôi. Tuy nhiên nếu tôi có, if I have a chance, nếu mà tôi có cơ hội, tôi mong muốn là tự khám phá một cái nông trại như vậy. Well, that's a way. However, if I have a chance, I would like to discover one for myself, for example. That's a way. So, are there any farms in your hometown? Let's try another way. Your turn. How do you say you don't know?
I don't really know much about the farm in my hometown due to I live in the city, so I'm not aware of any farms in my own hometown.
I'm not aware, yeah.
However, if I have chance, I would like
If I
to.
have a chance.
If I have a chance, I would like to.
Chance. Kéo dài. If I have a chance. Kéo dài nha.
If I have
a chance,
I would like to discover one myself.
Okay, good. Now, do you think farming is important? Why not? So, do you think the act of farming, the act of growing vegetables, the act of raising cattle is important for a country, for the people, for life in general? Em có nghĩ cái chuyện làm nông nghiệp là quan trọng không? Think about all the things that goes with it. Think about food for a country. Without farming, would people have enough food to eat, to sustain their life? Kéo dài sự sống của họ không? Do you think farming is important?
I think agriculture is so important to people because there's a supply chain that provides food, provide products to for people.
Product or produce.
Products. Yeah.
Okay, you can say product as well because product includes produce and the things that are produced from the factory as well. Cái chữ product nó bao hàm tất cả luôn, bao gồm sản vật nông nghiệp và sản vật trong nhà máy luôn. Okay, so let's try again. Do you think farming is important? Why not?
I think farming is very important because there is a supply chain which provide products to products to people and make it brings high profits for the government too.
It brings quite a lot of profit for the government. Well, it does. It actually does bring a lot of profit. No, but not really. I think industries provide even more profits than agriculture. But the thing is, everyone needs to eat. Ai mà không cần ăn. So it provides. So basically, farming provides the food security. Food security. The food security.
Yeah.
An ninh lương thực. So basically, it provided food security for a country. So people won't have to worry about starvation, you know. Nạn đói hay là sự đói. Con người ta không phải lo bị đói. People do not have to worry about starvation or hunger. Alright, so would you like to live in a farm? Why not? Yes.
I think I not really like to live in the farm because I love the life in the urban because I think farm is quite dirty and not suitable for me to live there. And but if I have a chance, I will try to live in a farm, maybe. Yeah.
Alright, so do you know how the animals in the farm live? Like, do they receive enough food? Are they well fed? Được cho ăn đầy đủ. Are they treated well? Are they treated well? Chúng được đối xử tốt không? Or do they receive medical treatment? Do they receive medical treatment in case of sickness? Trong trường hợp bị bệnh, ốm và bệnh thì chúng có được cái sự chữa trị y tế không? or do they are their living environment clean? Do you know how the animals in the farm live? Let's try it.
I think the animal in the farm were treated well because they
Because
have a high value for people.
not that high actually. So each of them are not well, they are not of high value. Mỗi một con đâu có nhiều giá trị lắm đâu. So each of the animals is not that high of high value. But they are treated well because if one of them die because of sickness, the other can die as well. You know, because they live in a cramped condition. You know what cramped condition mean? Điều kiện sống chật hẹp. They live in a cramped condition, so it's very easy for them to get sick. So people have to inject them with a lot of antibiotics. Phải chích rất là nhiều kháng sinh cho nó để chống bệnh, to prevent illness, to prevent sickness, because they live in a cramped condition in a farm, so they have to do that. Otherwise, if all of them die, the people lose a lot of money. Okay, so let's try the question again. Do you know how the animals in a farm live?
They live in a cramped condition.
A cramped.
Cramped condition. So I think people have to inject them with a lot of antibiotics. Because due to make a good quality products to satisfy people's demand.
To satisfy people's demand, yeah. Okay, good. Anything else? All right, so let's go on to a part 2 and part 3, shall we? Because we need to move on. Now, so we did 48, 49, 50, and 51 already last time. So 51 already, okay. 48 already as well. Okay, let's try a topic that has part 2 in there. Mình thử một cái topic mà có part 2 nữa nha. Okay, this is an easy one. No, maybe not. Let's try 46, okay? Okay, let me make it smaller so this one fits in there. All right, let's try 46. Describe a computer or phone game that you enjoy playing since your childhood. Remember, since your childhood. So it means you have played that for a long time already. Miêu tả một cái trò chơi trên điện thoại hoặc máy vi tính mà các bạn đã thích chơi từ cái thời mà còn ấu thơ, từ cái thời còn xa xưa, từ cái thời còn con nít ấy. You should say what it is. Trò gì vậy? What is it like? What it is like, nó như thế nào? How you play it, mình chơi trò đó như thế nào? And why you enjoy playing it? Và tại sao bạn lại thích chơi nó? And then part 3 is also about playing games too. You won't have enough time to think for part 3, so try to think that in the time that I gave you, okay? Không có thời gian cho thêm để mà nghĩ về part 3 đâu nha. Cho nên phải chuẩn bị luôn cả part 3 luôn. So part 3 are playing games. Why do more and more young people like playing electronic games? Electronic. games, những game điện tử. Tại sao ngày càng nhiều người trẻ thích chơi những game điện tử? Think about what thing can electronic games provide. Nó cung cấp cho mình cái gì? Think about the hours of entertainment. Hàng tiếng đồng hồ giải trí, the hours of entertainment, and it provides an escape. It provides an escape from reality. Nó cung cấp một cái sự trốn thoát khỏi thực tại. Because a lot of people, they have problems of their own. For example, they have study problem. They have financial problem. Or study problem. Or they have a problem with relationship problem. Vấn đề với mối quan hệ. Or if they have other problems that they have to deal with in their life, and gaming does provide an escape from the reality. Nó cung cấp một sự trốn thoát khỏi thực tại đó, không phải đương đầu mấy thứ đó thôi. Alright, so what other reason you can think of? What do you think, Hoàn? Why do more and more young people like playing video games, electronic games? What do you think?
I think because it is enticing and a good way to relax.
Very good. It's an enticing way. Lôi cuốn. And it's a good way to relax. Not really. Sometimes gaming can be stressful if you play something that requires people to pay attention for a long time. You know, like strategy game, for example. Những game chiến thuật. It's actually quite stressful as well. Or first person shooter. We call them FPS, you know. Game mà đi cảnh, bắn theo góc nhìn người thứ nhất. First person shooter, like for example, we have Call of Duty, for example. You know about that game?
Yeah.
Of course, everyone knows Call of Duty, more or less. Okay, so try to make it sound a bit more academic in here, okay? Part 3. Muốn được điểm tốt hơn nên dùng những cái cách mà nói mà nó academic hơn, nó trịnh trọng hơn. And one thing I forgot to tell you, in IELTS you should never use words like dad, mom, kid, stuff, gonna, wanna. Don't use those words, okay? Instead, use mother, father, child or children. Wanna, gonna, you can use want to or would like to, want to or going to, not gonna, okay? And don't use the word stuff because it's very impolite. Đừng dùng chữ stuff nha. Cái thứ đó, cái thứ này thứ kia rất là bất lịch sự. The word stuff is not only impolite but it's vague. It is very vague. Nó mơ hồ lắm luôn á. So use the word objects or item. Objects or items or goods or products. Okay? Now, so next question. What will happen if teenagers spend too much time playing computer games? So remember, teenager are basically people in their 12 to 13 years of age. They are teenagers. So we have another term for people. In 14 to 17 years of age. They are called adolescents. Adolescents. Trẻ vị thành niên. Người vị thành niên. Remember that, okay? So this question concerns teenagers, like people about 12, 13, 14 years of age. What will happen if teenagers spend too much time playing computer games? Điều gì sẽ diễn ra nếu mà các bạn tuổi teen dành quá nhiều thời gian chơi các trò chơi điện tử? Think about how it affects their study, how it affects their mental health, mental and physical health, sức khỏe tinh thần và sức khỏe thể chất. If they have enough time for developing those things, mental and physical health, think about how it will affect their relationship as well. Nó ảnh hưởng gì những mối quan hệ. Of course, if you spend too much time playing computer games, you would not have enough time to develop your social skills, right? Không có đủ thời gian phát triển các kỹ năng xã hội, không biết cách ăn nói sao luôn á. You do not know how to talk, you would not know how to talk, how to communicate. So you would not have enough time to develop your social skills, and that is bad. But on the other hand, gaming can provide a lot of things too. Cái chuyện chơi game đâu phải lúc nào nó cũng vô nghĩa đâu. So that's why I have a question. What are the benefits of playing electronic games? Đó là lý do tại sao có cái câu này. Lợi ích của chuyện chơi những trò chơi điện tử là gì? So think about what people can learn from that. So I myself do play a lot of games too, video games. So I learn English that way. So people can learn English through gaming. Of course, people can learn English through gaming a lot if they pay attention to the details. Nếu mà họ chịu khó, họ để ý với những cái chi tiết. If they pay attention to the details in the game, they can learn. But if they do not, they will not learn. Đó là lý do tại sao nhiều bạn chơi game từ bé nhưng mà cứ bỏ qua mấy cái câu thoại bằng tiếng Anh đó, xong cuối cùng họ không thể nào phát triển tiếng Anh được. That's why a lot of people in Vietnam and in other countries, if they play game but they do not pay attention to the conversations, they will not learn. If they do not pay attention to the details in the game. Now, what else? Electronic games can help people to find friends too. Find online friends, kiếm bạn trên mạng, find online friends, and that can develop into a lot of good relationship later. That can develop into good relationships later. Có nhiều mối quan hệ xuất phát từ chuyện chơi game được mà đâu. It's actually a good way, you know. What else? And gaming, of course, it provides hours of entertainment, like I said before. Nó cung cấp hàng tiếng đồng hồ giải trí. And it provides an escape from reality. So sometimes reality it's harsh or tough to handle. Khó để mà xử lý lắm. Đôi khi cái thực tế nó rất là mệt mỏi, khó để xử lý lắm. Reality sometimes is harsh to handle or tough to handle. So that's why people choose to escape into games, you know. I do that for a fact because my work can sometimes be stressful, so I do game a lot too. Now, so think about the next question. Should parents and teachers prevent children from playing games? Các bậc cha mẹ và các bậc thầy cô có nên phòng tránh trẻ nhỏ chơi video games hay không? So you should think about this question yourself. Try to expand it. Try to give some examples. Not about yourself, okay? Because part 3, you do not give example about yourself. Just give example in general. Cho ví dụ trong part 3 thì cho ví dụ chung chung, hay đừng cho ví dụ về bản thân nha. Because part 3 does not concern you. It concerns something all in general. Part 3 nó không có nói về bản thân bạn đâu. Nó nói về những cái chung chung, những cái mà trong xã hội bình thường. Okay. Right, you have 2 minutes to think. 2 phút suy nghĩ. So, okay, let's describe a computer or phone game you enjoy playing since your childhood, please. Be careful, childhood. Y ngắn L nha. I-L, child, childhood. Okay, come on.
Okay. Say I will describe about the games that I play since my childhood. Yeah. This is competition and strategy games.
Yes.
Yeah. In that game, you have two team and the the aim is you must destroy the opponent's statue to achieve the games. I enjoy playing it because this game was trendy and is good strategy games to it's for people to experience and relax after a stressful day.
To relax or react? Careful. To relax after a stressful day. Cẩn thận nha. Careful your pronunciation. It might confuse people. Cẩn thận vụ phát âm nha. Trời ơi.
I think that's also attractive and interesting.
Attractive and what?
Interesting.
And interesting, yeah. Alright, that's why I enjoy playing it. Alright, let's do part 3 of playing games now. So, what are the benefits of playing electronic games? What do you think?
Video games excuse me, can you repeat the question?
What are the benefits of playing electronic games?
As I stated, video games is a good way for people to release stress and maybe in some ways they can improve their hemisphere.
What hemisphere?
Brain.
Okay, hemisphere mean, of course, hemi mean half, sphere is the round shaped thing, hemisphere bán cầu, não. So it's good for the hemisphere, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. What else then? Please continue. Please continue.
I think that also train people their leadership ability and moreover they I think that's enough. That's all. I think this.
All right, good. So, should parents and teachers prevent children from playing games? What do you think?
I think just children play too much. I think teacher parents must prevents them to play games because if playing games so much can make them be passive and release. They can maybe they cannot able to communicate.
They can be able to do what?
Can be able to communicate with others.
Well, I have seen cases like that from children, from people who don't even know how to talk because they have played so many games and they do not spend time talking to people. So even though if they are 18 years old, they still don't know how to talk to people, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And really can have a bad attitude too.
Yes, they can have a very bad attitude too, and that is bad for their future. Now, so why are more and more people like playing electronic games? What do you think? Why? Why more and more people, young people, are playing electronic games? This is a trend, một cái xu hướng, and it's a real trend. And why do you think that is?
I think electronic games is the way they relax and show their daring and
Yes.
I think it's also trendy and in this game they can show their competence with others. So
Compare and what?
năng lực comparison.
Competitor. Oh, you mean năng
the
lực hả?
the way comparison.
Competence.
Competence, yes.
Competence. Their competency or competence. Năng lực làm việc.
Yeah.
Their competence. All right. So, do you think that playing electronic games will help people have a better competence? You think so? No?
Yeah. Yes. Maybe they can in some way, maybe.
Yes, some way. Just some way. All right, good. Now, so tell me, what will happen if teenagers spend too much time playing computer games? I think you answered this question already, right?
Yeah.
All right. So maybe move on to another topic. Do you like to travel? We can try this one. Okay. Let's try 45. Describe a short trip that you frequently make but you dislike. Miêu tả một cái chuyến đi ngắn mà mình thường xuyên phải làm nhưng mà mình lại không thích nó. It's like a short trip you always have to do back and forth but you dislike it. Like for example, phải đi đến bác sĩ thường xuyên như thế. Like for example, you have to go to the doctor's office often, short trip, but you don't like it. Something like that, no. You should say where you travel from and to, đi từ đâu đến đâu. How often you make this trip, bạn có thường là thực hiện chuyến đi này hay không? Why you make this trip, tại sao bạn lại thực hiện chuyến đi này? And explain why you dislike this trip, giải thích tại sao bạn lại không thích cái chuyến đi này. Remember, dislike is different from hate, okay? It's not as bad as hating. Chỉ là không thích thôi chứ không phải là ghét. Okay, and you have part 3 of traveling. Nói về chuyện đi lại. So, do Vietnamese people like traveling abroad? Why or why not? Người Việt có thích đi ra nước ngoài hay không? Tại sao không? Think about what they can do abroad and what they can achieve abroad. traveling abroad does not only mean to study abroad, it can mean to travel just for fun. Or maybe they travel there for honeymoon, trăng mật á, tuần trăng mật, honeymoon, for honeymoon. Or they can just travel there because they like to travel there. Thích thì đi thôi. Or maybe they travel for work. Có thể đi vì công việc chẳng hạn. But do Vietnamese people like to travel abroad? Why not? Next question. Who prefer traveling abroad, the young or the old? Ai thích đi nước ngoài hơn, người trẻ hay người già? How much time do you think people should spend on a trip abroad and why? Bạn nghĩ con người ta nên dành bao nhiêu thời gian trên một cái chuyến đi đến nước ngoài, tại sao? Which is better for knowing more about a country, traveling or reading books about it? Điều gì là tốt hơn để biết hơn và biết thêm về một đất nước? Đi du lịch hay là đọc sách về nó? So think about the good thing and the bad thing about each method, okay? Suy nghĩ về điều tốt, điều xấu cả hai phương cách này. Alright, this should not be too difficult. You have 2 minutes. Okay, let's continue and okay, I think you should describe your short trip now that you frequently make but you dislike. Please.
I think the short trip that I not like is
Yes.
the way I'm go from my house to school.
Of course. Nobody really like to go from home to school.
I make this trip maybe 5 days a week, and
Yes.
The reason I don't like this trip because I have to go from district 10 to 7, and
That's
make
a long
me
way. That's a long way.
yeah, that take me about
half an hour,
30 minutes, and I have to go at a scorching weather. And
you mean at a scorching hot weather?
Yeah,
scorching hot weather. Thời tiết mà nóng như muốn thiêu đốt luôn á. Like scorching hot weather is extremely hot. It burns you. It's like that.
Hot weather and
just need to have better jackets.
Yeah. I think that so terrible, and
yeah.
And more than that, the way to school is so crowded.
The way to school it's
so the way to school is so crowded, and especially in the afternoon where I go home.
Afternoon, especially in the afternoon, yes.
Is giờ cao điểm.
Especially in rush hour. Giờ cao điểm. Especially during rush hour or peak times. Y kéo dài nha. Peak times. Thời cao điểm. Or rush hour, peak time or rush hour.
Peak times. And that take me almost
1 hour.
1 hour.
Almost 1 hour. So it takes you like 2 hours back and forth. It's terrible.
Yeah. That's all.
Good, but it's a bit too long. Remember. Part 2 you have only 2 minutes, but you use like almost 4 minutes for that. Or 5 minutes. Okay, let's do part 3 of traveling. So Mr. Hoàn, do Vietnamese people like traveling abroad? Why or why not? What do you think?
I think people want to learn more about the culture and
The culture, yes, about the culture.
And knowledge about they want to challenge themselves.
Yes, they want to challenge themselves, yes. Okay, but that doesn't explain the question, do Vietnamese people like traveling abroad or not? Nó vẫn chưa trả lời được câu hỏi. Okay, let's try that again. So, do Vietnamese people like to travel abroad? What do you think? You can just say that yes they do or no they don't, and then you explain it, right? You know. Không phải nói rõ là cái nội dung câu hỏi, trả lời thẳng vô xong mà đưa ra lý do tại sao chẳng hạn. Try to say yes or no, and then give an examples like why, you know.
I think Vietnamese people really like traveling abroad because in the development social right now, they want to improve themselves by
learning more
about abroad culture and
you mean learning more about foreign cultures, right? Foreign cultures, những nền văn hóa nước ngoài. About learning about a foreign culture, is that what you want to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Culture and gain more knowledge
about
people some advanced technology.
Yes, what else then? How about like the fact that people travel abroad for fun because they want to explore new horizon. Họ muốn khám phá những chân trời mới. They want to explore new horizon. Or maybe they want to just travel abroad for fun, for joy, or for honeymoon, I told you before. Now, so who prefer traveling abroad? Nhớ là part 3 phải nói dài ra nha, chứ không có được nói như part 1 đâu nha. You need to speak longer for part 3, remember? Try to expand it. So who prefer traveling abroad? The young or the old? Người trẻ hay người già thích đi nước ngoài hơn, tại sao vậy? You should explain why, and sometimes it depends on the situation too, you know. Nói cái chuyện là nó tùy thuộc vào tình hình thì nó sẽ chia ra hai trường hợp, nhưng mà sẽ dài hơn. If you said it depends on situation, it split the situation into two cases. And then because of that, it's longer. Try it. Who prefer traveling abroad? The young or the old? What do you think? Go on. Try your best.
I think both the young and old generation are like traveling abroad because people only wants to explore the new horizon, and but from my perspective, I refer young children, young people also want to sharing more nation than old people. They have the youth and tuổi trẻ, youth.
Yes, if they have the youth and what?
and they want to show their greatness and they want to challenge themselves.
Okay.
Okay. But
On the other hand, mặt khác thì sao? Yeah.
Of people, they not have the health and they just want to
Want to
explore some. Yes.
Yes. Now, so how much time do you think people should spend on a trip abroad and why? You don't even like to travel, do you? Do you like to travel?
Yeah.
There you go, then you should know how to answer this question. How much time do you think people should spend on a trip abroad? So, split it into different cases. Chia ra thành nhiều trường hợp. Like, it depends on what purpose they go abroad for. Nó còn tùy vào cái mục đích mà họ đi nước ngoài về cái gì nữa. So, it depends on what people travel abroad for. And then, for example, nó tùy thuộc vào người ta đi nước ngoài về mục đích gì nữa. For example, you divide it into different cases, like I said before. And then you can mention the 4 cases, you know, chia ra 4 trường hợp chẳng hạn, giống thầy nói nãy. Try it. How much time do you think people should spend on a trip abroad and why?
I think that's based on many different distinctive cases. Like people spend on a trip for abroad for occupation. Like they will spend maybe 1 or 2 years for work, but
Yes.
in some case, people spend time to travel and explore new place and have a new experience.
Experience. Okay. What else then? How about people traveling abroad for fun, just for enjoyment?
Yeah, they travel just for fun and.
I think whenever you study in the morning, you should drink coffee or tea, you know, so you can be more alert and you can speak better. Nhớ nha, buổi sáng học nên uống cà phê hoặc uống trà vô. Okay, so how about traveling for fun or for enjoyment? What do you think? Đi vì thích hưởng thụ thôi. Yeah, what about it?
Maybe they just travel for fun to relax and enjoy life.
Of course. Yeah, but answer the question. Tập trung vào câu hỏi. Try to answer the question. How much time? Yeah.
Okay. The people goes for fun. I think they just spend
Just can do what?
maybe 5 to 6 weeks.
Okay, 5 to 6 weeks sounds good.
That's enough. And
yes,
maybe,
and
we have some long trip about years to travel around the world.
all right, so which is better for knowing more about a country, traveling or reading books about it? What do you think?
I think traveling is more better because we are when we read a book, we just can imagine about
Imagine. You can just imagine.
Imagine the place that the book is planned. But
Okay.
when you're traveling, you can have a realistic experience.
Realistic. We can have a realistic experience. Realistic experience. Trải nghiệm thực tế. You can have a realistic experience about it. Yes, continue please.
More than that, traveling also have you gain more new knowledge that the books not mentions, and I think that's better to
Yes, what's better to do?
Sharing also have you know more about people and the life of people here.
Okay, good. Now I think we can try a topic part 2 now, because I feel like you are running out. I feel like you're running out of your mental alertness. So maybe it's better if we do a part 2 only. So let's try 52 maybe. No, it's... Okay, let's try 55, it's easier. Describe a magazine that you like. Miêu tả một cái tạp chí mà bạn thích. You should say what the magazine is. Tạp chí gì vậy? When you started reading this magazine, khi nào bạn đã bắt đầu đọc cái cuốn tạp chí này? What the content is. Content. Chứ không phải là content. What the content is. Cái nội dung của nó có cái gì? And explain why you like this magazine. Giải thích tại sao bạn lại thích cái tạp chí này. The verb is to contain something, but the noun is content. Careful, okay? Giải thích tại sao bạn lại thích cái tạp chí này. Okay, let's try it. You have some times now. Alright, let's describe a magazine that you like, please.
Okay, I will illustrate about the fashion magazine.
Fashion magazine.
Fashion magazine. It started read it. I just read it on later, and I have started read the magazine from when I was a child, and in this magazine there's a show about many models with how they dress up and
they dress up and
about they also advertising the accessory or jewelry.
Jewelry, yes, and accessories, yeah.
Yeah. I like this that kind of magazine because I think that they also are beautiful, and that many items is so brilliant.
Yes, many items are brilliant, and but not the price. Giá không ổn.
Okay. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. I think it's good enough, because a topic is from 1 to 2 minutes. You need to talk from 1 to 2 minutes only. It's fine if you finish talking about it. Let's try another one. This one should be easy. 54. Describe something you bought recently that made you happy. Miêu tả một cái gì đó mà mình vừa mới mua gần đây mà nó làm cho mình hạnh phúc. Be careful with the verbs, okay? Cẩn thận với cái động từ á. Past tense. You should say what it is. Mình mua cái gì vậy mà nó làm cho mình hạnh phúc. Why you bought it? Tại sao mình lại mua nó? Tại sao em lại mua nó? How you chose it? Làm thế nào mà em chọn được nó? Explain why it made you happy. Giải thích tại sao nó làm cho mình hạnh phúc. Vui vẻ, vui vẻ, hạnh phúc. Okay, you have some time now. Alright, describe something you bought recently that made you happy. Try it, please. Cẩn thận mấy cái động từ. Careful with the verbs, okay?
I just bought the badminton racket, and I bought it because it supports in my way of playing, and in the racket there's so many scale about the
Many what? Many what?
scale.
Scale?
Ý là
Cái cân đó hả? You mean the scale?
SCALE.
SCALE, scale, basically cái cân á. Yeah. Hay là một cái tỷ lệ, hay là một cái tỷ số, một cái cán cân, something like scale. Okay, just continue, please.
Yes, about to separate the type of racket, and I bought it because badminton is my passion, and I always spend my weekend to play badminton.
Okay. Could be a good idea to play badminton, yeah.
Yeah.
And why it make you happy? How you chose it? Mình chọn như thế nào? Yeah, how you chose it? And why it make you happy?
I choose based on the heavy scales of the head or the handle to separate the type of racket.
Okay.
And, my racket have a high scale of height. Have a heavy head, and this
đầu cái đầu phần đầu nó rất là nặng, like a heavy head with Kevlar, something like that, you know.
Yeah.
And it's really durable. Is it of high quality?
Yeah, it's hybrid and incline in the incline attack.
Oh, so basically it's more about attacking rather than defending. Nó dùng để công chứ không phải để thủ. It's employed more for attacking rather than defending. And it made me happy because. Tại sao làm mình happy?
Because that racket support me really much in the competition and have me to won the games. In badminton. Okay.
Alright, so let's just end the video here. Okay, that's the end of my videos. Please like, share this video with your friends, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and press on the bell button next to the subscribe button so you can get notified about my new uploads, okay? You can also press follow my Facebook, but please don't add me on Facebook as friends, okay? Cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi nha. Các bạn hãy nhấn vào like, chia sẻ video này bạn bè các bạn. Nhấn vào nút đăng ký kênh YouTube mình và nút cái chuông kế bên cạnh để đăng ký kênh á, để mà các bạn có thể được thông báo về những video mới nha. Các bạn cũng có thể nhấn vào nút theo dõi Facebook mình, nhưng nhớ đừng kết bạn Facebook mình nha. Thank you and see you. Bye.